Aloha, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Synching with the Seasons show. Syncing with the summer solstice, syncing with the summer season. So I want to wish everybody a happy summer solstice, a happy Litha, a happy midsummer, whatever you celebrate. I'll celebrate them all with you. So welcome to the show. The show is about syncing with the seasonal energies, and each reading I do in this series of videos will be tied to the individual seasons. So no two readings are necessarily alike. There may be some components that are alike, but they will have their differences. Also, all the cards are read upright. However, I use my, I also will call in the energies of the reversal if I feel it. So I use my intuition to determine which way to go. And maybe sometimes I want to offer you, two possibilities here. So that's another given. Let's get started. It's good for the entire summer season. All right. Our first card and the first position is, what are our souls thirsting for? What do we need to quench this thirst? And we have pulled up, wow, the Seven of Pentacles upright. I love this card. Oh, that's what I forgot to say. We are using the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, Sasha Graham's deck, and also Natasha Ilinchik, I think that's how you say her last name, is the illustrator for this absolutely beautiful deck. So, okay, with that being said, what are we thirsting for, and what do we need to quench that thirst? Seven of Pentacles. So I think here, we need to think about what that is. We need to give this some thought. What do we want to grow, or what do we feel passionate about this season? Are we working on something right now that, are we thinking of starting something? Are you concerned you need to step back a little bit and plan this out better? I feel here that there is something that you have been working on that maybe you want to follow through this summer, or you're determining whether you should drop it, because that encompasses the reversal as well into this equation. And I feel here that, so that's it. You have to decide if what you're working on currently is worth pursuing in the summer, whatever goals it is you're working on, and if it's really fulfilling you, or if you really feel it's going to be a success, or are you just wasting your time? Give this some thought. Give this some thought as we start the summer season here. You can always abandon it. There's no shame in that. Okay. Card 2. What should we not let bug us or get under our skin in the summer season? Oh. It's Judgment. The Judgment card. So, what should we now let get under our skin this season? We shouldn't allow our inner critics to take control. What should we not allow to bug us? We shouldn't listen to their voices. Those voices that are telling us, no, you're not good enough. No, you're never going to be good enough. Why did you do that? This was not right for you. Blah, 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 blah. And so I think here you have to silence that. Not let it bother you. Not let it destroy the joy that often comes during this season. It's a time of levity and joy and good times. And so why allow that to spoil it? And as far as that goes, why allow others' opinions and criticisms to spoil it as well? Do not take them to heart. You know, they don't know what's truly in your soul and what's truly in your heart. You do. And so, obviously, if somebody has constructive criticism to make, that's one thing. But those who just like to criticize and bring people down, you should know that when you see it, and don't let it bother you. Don't give it any heed. Okay, should we turn up the heat on something right now, or do we need to chill and cool it down? Oh, I guess I could go either way on this. But it's the Two of Wands, and I think most definitely, you know, it's a wand and it's fire, and so I think you should turn the heat up here in a constructive way. In other words, take a chance on things. Be bold. Be innovative. Make plans for things that, you know, maybe challenge you in some way. It's almost as if you're looking for a plan, a strategy, or challenge. You might be thinking of taking a trip or traveling. This card often shows somebody with the world in their hands. And I feel here that this might be a time for you to explore things you haven't considered before, options, opportunities, solutions maybe you think are outside your comfort zone. This is a time to do it. This is a time to plan a strategy that works for you as well. Okay, so I think we're just turning the heat on something there. But speaking of turning the heat on, this is really interesting to me that it came up as our fourth card. Card 4, part 1, is the influence of Cancer season. Is home where the heart is this season? What are we being pulled emotionally towards? It's the Two of Cups. Well, I mean, to me, if you love your home environment, you love your family and your home, this is where your heart is. This is where your heart is this season. You know, it's a very emotional card that's, you know, playing on the energy of a very emotional season and in a positive way. It seems like you can get closer. Lovers can get closer this season to one another. They can bond more, maybe through fun events that they're attending or just things that they're doing together. Maybe bonding with other friends and family. This is definitely a card of harmony, harmonious engagements and connections with others. I think here that this is the influence that Cancer season is going to happen. And of course, that's starting with the summer solstice. And so you people who are looking for true love in your life, hey, it may be coming. It may be coming this season. But definitely, you know, you're going to feel a lot of bonding with, you know, the people you love. All right. What about the influence of Leo season? Part 2 to card 4 is the influence of Leo season. How can we invite more passion, creativity, and playfulness into our lives this summer? Yes, party on. It's the TFT's unofficial party card. It's the Four of Wands. And so, hey, you've got our license to party, you know, and enjoy yourself. Attend celebrations, attend festivals, you know, community events, you know, community celebrations, attend ethnic celebrations, attend concerts, have fun. Weddings, of course, big this summer. You know, maybe some of you will be going to a wedding or are getting married yourselves. This is a card of just joy and playfulness and having a darn good time. And you know, doing that also inspires creativity. It opens up your muses again to just have some good fun this season. Wow. Very nice so far. So that leads us to our last card in this reading. And that is, as autumn approaches, what early signs of change do we see coming to our daily lives? Oh, wow, that's a really great follow-up. It's the Empress. So I think, you know, all of this, I'm going to try to set it there. Okay. All of this is leading to more creativity, more productivity. You can sort of see this happening, as the sun is shifting now and the days are going to start getting shorter and we're heading towards the fall season. Our focus changes. Our focus changes on being more productive, on harvesting results from what our summer work has entailed, on maybe becoming more creative, after we open up our muses with the playful Leo season. I feel here the transition is that there's fruitfulness, there's productivity, there's actual tangible things that come out of this. And also, I think what we're seeing here, from the change to summer to fall, is maybe we're tending to our own needs and a little bit of self-care. Some of us have a little problems as we know the dark part of the year is coming. Those of us who have seasonal affective disorder and stuff. And so I think here this is also a call to take care of you, pamper yourself a little bit, and prepare yourself for, the months ahead. Wow, what a nice reading overall. And I think I'm going to recap it for you as best I can here. What are our souls thirsting for? What do we need to quench that thirst? And that, of course, is the Seven of Pentacles here. We need to decide if what we currently are investing our time and energy in is worth continuing to pursue in the summer months, or if it's time to let it go with love. You've done what you could, maybe you've gotten out of it what you could, and maybe now you realize it's time to pursue something else. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. All right, so card 2 was what should we not let bug us or get under our skin during the season, and that was judgment. We should hush our inner critics. We should hush those other critics. Just ignore them. Especially those trolls online people. Don't get into these shouting matches, and they're fruitless anyway. So, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like you or doesn't like what you're doing. You don't have to take it to heart. You are the one who knows what's right and best for you. So don't let an inner voice stop you from moving forward and transitioning, and growing in the summer season, and don't let others do it either. All right. Should we turn the heat up on something? And yes, we should. We should turn the heat up on whatever plans, goals, and strategies that we wanted to undertake this summer, particularly where travel plans are concerned, and maybe going to some exotic places, maybe challenging yourself physically, climbing that mountain, hiking a long trail in the woods, blazing your own trail in the woods, enjoying things and trying things that are new to you, challenging yourself and going for it. I think this is what you need to turn the heat on, because it is a fiery card to begin with. All right. So what will the influence of Cancer bring to us this season? Love. Love and harmony. It seems as though relationships will harmonize. People will be getting along better. Summer can bring out the best and worst in people. Remember, I'm going to use the reversal of this card right now to say to you, don't let the heat make you get hot with people and angry unnecessarily. Don't let it cause you to become argumentative. We're going through a lot of hot spells. Some of the country really heats up very warm, almost too warm during the summer months. And it does affect us emotionally. So guard that. Because this is a month where I think love can rule, and that we can all get along much better with one another, and that relationships will flourish. It's maybe a time to meet new people, go on blind dates, meet somebody new. This sounds like a beautiful time for relationships, which should culminate into marriage, right? The other part of this card for Leo season, the emphasis is on celebration and joy and being playful, having fun, dancing, maybe going out and dancing, going to summer concerts out in the park, enjoying yourself, going to festivals, like I said, having a good time, whether it's with friends, family, celebrating some success that you yourself may have had. This is a time to really enjoy yourself. Wow. And I really like that too. And I'm going to grab that bottom card that fell because that is next. And that is, as autumn approaches, what are the early signs of change that we see coming in our daily lives? We see that it's a time to more take care of ourselves and our needs and to make sure we're preparing for the months ahead. Also, children are going back to school, right? So all the moms out there are going to be taking care of, their children and getting them ready for school season. We see all of this starting to happen. And also, for people with seasonal affective disorder, maybe getting those summer lamps and the extra vitamin D that you need to make it through the seasons ahead might be taking place. And beyond that, I also think this is this is like reaping some of the harvest of, the creativity spawned by all that joy and happiness in the Leo season. All of that opens your creative muses. So some of you might be preparing to work on some real heady creative projects in the fall season. This is a time maybe to get serious about writing that book or working on that art project, things of that nature. Good luck with that. This all seems really perfect. So have a great, happy summer season. And I want to remind everybody that I will be back in the fall with a new reading for the fall season. I will incorporate some of these astrological influence ideas. I think that really enhances the reading. Remember, this is my maiden voyage this year, so I'm really kind of pulling together what I want to do, in future seasons ahead when I repeat them again. So I want to thank everybody for joining me for this. And like I said, I hope you will be able to sync with the summer solstice and the summer season. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.